can tell you is you got to be free. Come together right now over me.
What's up, guys? Welcome to Heavy, where everything we says holds weight. It's your girl, Camaria Simone.
My name is Fawn.
I'm Ivan.
It's Anna.
It's been so long since we talked to y'all. It's been like all summer, half the semester. But we here. Y'all miss them?
We missed y'all so much.
You know, this is really my first show,
y'all
so
miss
I didn't miss nobody. This is my first show.
You know, I just feel like deja vu right now.
Low key.
Maybe.
Low key.
All right, Ivan, what's the quote?
Contrary to what the politicians and religious leaders would like us to believe, the world won't be made safer by creating barriers between people. Michael Palin.
Y'all, that's deep, because, like, that quote means to me, like, we're not going to become one. We're not going to progress as a human race if we're all separated. It's like crabs in a barrel. One person gets to the top, you scratch the other person to the bottom. Like, we'll never make it out if we are all, like, separated. You feel me?
If only Donald Trump thought that.
She slid that
Ooh,
in.
shots
She didn't even
fired.
slide it. She didn't even slide it in. She just slammed it down. Like, I just wanted to say it. All right, y'all. So today we're going to be talking about racial divide. And there's a lot of racial divide going on in the world, on campus. Like, it's crazy. Even, like, with, first of all, where do y'all think racial divide is?
Well, you got blacks, you got whites, you got Hispanics, you got Asians, but you don't have blacks, whites, Asians, Hispanics together.
Yeah.
It's all separate entities. You know what I'm saying?
We're all operating differently for our own little separate goals.
Yeah.
Especially on campus.
Yeah, like on campus, that is true, but like the country as a whole.
Yeah, like
It's
especially with Colin Kaepernick, everything that's been going on around him, the not kneeling and.
I agree with it. I do, because as Americans, we have rights to peaceful protest, the rights to write what we want, say what we want, to do what we want, and if they say he can't kneel down, they're trying to take away his rights. Well, how American does that make you, trying to take away the rights of another man?
And I feel like he's justified his reasoning for doing that. You know, we didn't, as black people, we didn't really ask to be in this country. We were brought over here. They was like, hey, come with me.
We built this.
Come with me so you can build my home for me. You know, they just wanted a lot of, like, free labor. And, like, I see sometimes where people are coming from when they say, you know, I do like the national anthem, you feel me? This is my country. This is my home. I'm patriotic towards it. Yeah, I kind of see that. When we go to war, they're fighting for everyone as a whole.
We built it.
They're fighting for everyone as a whole. And though it was built in, like, such a barbaric way by decent people, you know, we built this country. I feel like we're decent, you know?
And the thing that gets me is people are more upset about his kneeling than they are about police brutality.
Exactly.
That makes me like that.
And I also don't think the wars are just so, the soldiers are so, like, tied into the anthem. I don't understand, like, that's your only argument you have.
Mm-hmm.
I just feel like,
Yeah.
It's not even about, like, if you ask a man in the military, they aren't mad at what Kaepernick is doing.
Exactly.
He's not even coming after the military or trying to disrespect the military in any way, shape, or form. He is doing this to bring awareness to a bigger issue that's inside this country right now. I'm sure he respects every man that fights for our freedom, but the fact of the matter is the freedoms that they're fighting for, they are trying to take from us.
Right.
And that is why he's kneeling.
amazing.
And for those who disagree, I just feel like you can silently disagree. You don't have to bash him for everything he's doing. Everyone gets to fight for a cause. Gay people get to fight for gay rights. It's equal marriage. Why can't we have the right to not support what we don't support?
Why can't we all just coexist, basically?
Nah, I don't want to coexist. I want to exist as one. You feel me?
Yeah, I want to exist. Yes, I like that.
Yeah, I'd rather exist as one. Everybody have a common goal. Everyone have. Not everyone's going to have common beliefs, but I feel like we should all know right from wrong. And I feel like we should all understand where everyone's coming from, even if you don't agree. So many people don't agree with Colin Kaepernick, but so many people accept where he's coming from. you know?
I respect that if you don't agree with what he's doing, but respect where he's coming from. What I don't respect is how people try and taint what he's doing by covering up their prejudices with patriotism.
Exactly.
Like instead of saying, "Oh yeah, racism exists, police brutality is a real thing," they say you don't love your country, get out because you are. I feel like it's a guilt thing. Like everything he's saying is true, but they just don't want to accept it. So instead, they shun him.
It's ignorant people.
It's closed-mindedness is really what it all boils down to.
I'm thinking of Donald Trump right now.
Because
Yeah.
all black people live in the hood, apparently. I just found that out.
Yeah, we got to increase that little stop and search thing so we can make sure black people aren't carrying weapons.
And
Yeah, because you
Hispanics.
know
Yeah.
that's constitutional, right? Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
Right, it's
Mhm.
constitutional.
I just think it's
Also,
crazy.
building a
Building
wall.
the wall, yeah, to keep, immigrants out of the country. That's like keeping a border around.
I think it's crazy how we can defend him. Not we.
Yeah, no.
How people can
We.
defend him and everything backwards that he says. They can't even see the one little glimmer of light Colin Kaepernick is trying to shine on the national anthem. Like, they defend him with that whole grabbing women situation.
Oh my God.
Women defended
Locker
him
room
too.
talk.
Women
Yes,
defended
exactly.
him. Yes. What you got to say?
Locker room talk.
That ain't no locker room talk. That's just bull. I don't get it. How do you defend that? That just don't make sense.
You know, it's crazy. It was, I don't know what news show it was, but a lady went on there basically defending him like she was voting for him. She's like, I'm voting for him, something. And y'all know how he said, yeah, I just grabbed him right in the P word.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the news anchor had repeated that back to her. Something. He's talking about P words. And the lady was like, please don't say that. My daughter is watching. She said, it's okay for Donald to say that, but I can't say that and not actually have one. You know?
I don't get that. It's just.
I also heard one woman say she's voting for Trump because she's scared of a woman being in the White House because we will start wars.
No. That
We
makes no
will start
sense.
wars?
We'll start wars. But in the past, there has been wars. And who have been president?
Men.
Men.
Okay, there you go.
Okay.
It's not like they were unavoidable causes anyways.
Yeah.
But like all this world stuff, it really ties into things that are going on campus. For example, homecoming week, right?
Right.
So apparently some people were upset because the Kentucky Colonel, I know everybody reads it or at least have heard of it, they didn't have any events by Black UK, basically. They had a lot of events in there that were for the majority. You know, obviously that's white UK, but the majority, nothing for minorities. Why do y'all think that is?
You got to think about it. Like, we are at a predominantly white institution. Most of the people, I think, honestly, all of the people on the Kentucky Colonel staff, out of all of them, I don't think any of them knew about it. Honestly, they didn't. They legit did not know, and that's a problem in and out of itself. That the blame falls on both them and on us.
Yeah, because we're underrepresented. We
Now,
don't go and work.
let's think about this, because the person that I know for a fact complained about it was Black and works with the Kentucky Colonel.
Mm.
Okay.
So let's just for a moment assume that she did say something to them about it.
Well, then that's a problem.
Then that's the problem.
That is a
there, yeah.
big problem.
If she did say something.
If the newspaper that's supposed to be representing the school, we are a part of the school,
Yeah.
was told about these events and just refused to cover them, then that is a major problem that needs to be addressed.
Exactly. I know, like, we're going out of our way now to produce a magazine for minorities, so we will know what's going on, but that's just, it's very saddening to think that we even have to come up with that idea on our own to do that because someone else wouldn't represent us who is supposed to be for us.
I just feel like they think that our events aren't as important because they feel like it isn't targeted for the majority.
Yeah.
It's just that particular race. But I just don't understand how you can expect us to all become one and be a united university when you obviously don't care about what's going on in our lives here at UK. I don't.
So for us to be one, why do we even have separate homecomings anyways? Have you ever thought about that?
We weren't included. There we go.
So there is a history behind us having a Black UK homecoming. And that's simply because when black people first started coming to UK, it was segregated. It was actually, like, literally segregated. We weren't really allowed to have events with YUK, so out of that, we had our own, you know. BSU was formed, Black UK, Mr. and Miss Black UK, all that stuff was formed out of that shunning, you know. Mm-hmm. So that's why we have it. But, like, first of all, does that make sense to y'all?
Yes.
Y'all understand where we come from. You know, we want to feel included. We're a part of this school as well. We want to have some sense of pride if we're going to be all stuck on this campus together. You feel me?
Right.
But we also uphold those traditions to this day. How do y'all feel about us still upholding those traditions? You know, segregation, you know, it's over. We are all one. We can do everything together, but yet we still do it separate.
I think it's okay. Because I feel like we are upholding, like, our ancestors weren't allowed into the normal homecoming, so we created our own. So I feel like it's like our duty as black people to keep it going, to keep that legacy.
Yeah.
Right. Well, like Kamari said earlier, though, she wants to exist as one. You know, we don't want to coexist. We want to exist as one. So why are we still
coexisting?
You know, having our own separate things? Shouldn't we conjoin them?
Yeah, like, I don't know how to feel about it, honestly. Like, because looking at homecoming week, there were twice the events for the majority than we even.
We had to wait till tomorrow at this time,
like,
and Friday
yeah,
at this
like
time.
we really had 2 events if you want to be Mr. and Mrs. Black UK and the Step Show. That was basically it. And last year we didn't even have a Step Show.
Right.
Like,
and I didn't go to Mrs.
yeah,
Black UK
and
last year.
not really that many people. Like, I don't know how to feel about it, because, like, yes, we are keeping it going, but for, like, we still at the same time is
that's
not
that's separating
yeah,
us.
it's still
It's
separating
driving a
us.
wedge between us.
Yeah.
But do you think we would be included?
Okay, so hold on, wait. Let me say this real quick. So about the whole separation of schools, of homecomings, I'm also torn. Because I feel like it's our duty as a people to uphold that legacy, you know? We definitely should. The people who came before us were not allowed to do anything. And out of that oppression, we got great events from it. You feel me? The black, I'm not going to say black. The Greeks, the National Panhellenic Greeks, you feel me? Right. They have their own event that they put on separate from the regular Panhellenic Greeks or whatever it's called. I don't know.
They not Panhellenic, they just national something.
National.
I don't know what they call it.
I don't know. I'm not a Greek person.
Interfraternity Council and
all
something.
That good stuff.
Yeah, something.
They have, but the point is, they have their own great events, and I think it really is important to uphold those things.
It is.
But us doing that, the outcome of us keeping those traditions is more separation. It drives a wedge between us. It might make people think, yo, I think they're better. They want to just be with each other. They don't really want to get to know us.
I was all for I still am, like, we do need to uphold these traditions, but it hit me when I was at the game this homecoming and they were introducing the court, and when they said Mr. and Mrs. Black UK, nobody really cheered, and I was like, well, what is the point of having?
I don't think they actually fought for them to let us go on the field.
You're like,
I'm sure.
Yeah, I think it was just became a thing, like either this year or last year.
Like, I was like every other person that came out, I heard a little applause, but, like, when they came out, it was like as if they weren't even a part of the homecoming court. They were just a sideshow.
It's like, it's really weird. Like, we have to have a Mr. and Ms. Black UK.
Like,
we had to do that whole separate thing
in
in 2016. I mean, not bashing it, because you feel me, I was in the pageant. I was first runner-up. Hey, and it was the most exciting experience ever. But it's when I think about the whole situation itself, it's like, dang, we have a whole separate we have a whole separate world.
But I feel like what they should do is they should have the Mr. and Mrs. Black UK pageant earlier, then have that Mr. and Mrs. Black UK and Mr. and Mrs. UK or whatever, however you want to do it. They have their own event, try and, like, bring them together, and then have an overall UK, Mr. and Mrs. Black UK, or Mr. and Mrs. UK or something.
Mr. and Mrs.
Something
Black,
different.
Mr. and Mrs. Hispanic Latina.
Yeah, from all the races, and then come together and have their own pageant or something.
Whatever student unions we have
to
a
get everybody,
for all of them.
to get everybody together.
Yo, that would be dope as a diversification type of situation. If we really want to make UK
take a
look
lot
diverse.
Of planning and a lot of.
Yo, that seems like a lot of money to whatever orgs are planning it. Like the Latino Student Union did one, Mr. and Mrs. African UK, because they have African Student Union.
Yeah, they do.
You know?
Mr.
African Student Association. Yeah, they have all that. Whatever ethnicity student association we have, I feel like what if they all did that and then they were all introduced
Have
on the
like
court,
a diversity pageant or
and then have
something.
like a overall, like the winners of those get to go on to see who's Mr. and Mrs. UK.
UK.
Yo, that would
Right,
be
that
lit.
would be actually way
And
better.
then
That would be
everybody,
lit.
and then
okay,
not
so that
just.
means we got to do a Mr. and Miss White UK, and that seems a little awkward.
no,
No, that actually seems a little awkward if we was like, okay.
No, you instead of doing Mr. and Mrs. White, you can do like Mr. and Mrs. IFC or whatever their
Yeah, that's-
fraternity
Okay,
is. or
okay.
Okay.
But what you could, like, when they do
Let's say, I
announce
think it would
them
really
all,
make them feel
and when they
awkward.
do announce them all during halftime, have everybody have Mr. and Mrs. African UK, Mr.
Yes.
and Mrs. Asian UK, whatever ethnicity,
Indian
background.
Student Association,
Yes,
all of
Indian
that.
student,
How do we start
everybody
this?
represented.
I know, right?
Instead of
we
just
gonna email this podcast to every
Exactly.
student
This is a
association
great
we got.
Yeah, because there's more than just white and black.
Yeah,
There's
absolutely,
everybody
for sure.
on campus that needs to be represented.
that would be dope. And it's like I hate when I have these thoughts. I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't want to go against my people
'Cause, like,
and my
that's-
the traditions I partake
Yeah.
in. You know, it's like I just really wish we could all just be together, not together coexisting, but together.
Yeah, and that's really why, you know how the HBCU has a homecoming. They have homecoming. It's the biggest event of the year.
Yeah, I went to K-State's homecoming.
because
It was
everybody
CP time for real.
on the campus feels included. They
Yeah.
know they're included. This
You know
is
what?
their
I feel
tradition.
like
this is their
UK do
history.
have homecoming. Just 7% of us aren't
but
involved.
not everybody is.
You know,
like
just
when
7%
we have
of us.
homecoming, it's just a normal week. Honestly,
I
it's a
think
normal week.
I think the majority does not see that. They don't see that. Only the minority sees that. Only the minority sees that. On a HBCU campus, they have a minority student population. They do have white people there, and that's the minority. Do they feel included? You never know.
Oh, you're right. I see.
You know, you see where you coming from, but you're
Yeah,
coming
yeah.
from that as an African American male.
You're right. You're right.
Yeah, you just be a part of the majority and you would turn a blind eye to the minority. The same way I feel like they might do us. And they don't even realize it because you didn't realize you was just doing that just now.
I didn't think about the white people that go to HBCU.
You know they get minority scholarships, right?
Yeah, they do.
That was crazy. I was like, oh, stop.
Most of the time at the HBCU schools, the kicker be white.
The kicker?
Or Hispanic.
I'm done. I hate that. Why would you say that? Okay, so obviously I just asked if that was okay. I think we kind of hit on if we thought it should be changed or not. Not changed, just altered, just a little bit. Not changed, added to.
Something needs to be
Added
done to
to.
bridge that
Something.
gap.
Because, dang it, I want to keep Mr. and Miss Black UK. That was fun. That was really fun.
It is.
And it
It's
brought
still
us
here.
all together. That was really fun. I would never want to get rid of that tradition, yo. And for those of you who don't know, I was Kamaria Campbell, first runner-up. Yeah, heck yeah. And I sang my little heart out.
She did. She did.
I mean, I didn't do A1, but I did like B1. You know, it was pretty good. It was fun. So how do y'all think this is affecting us as a whole? Like, first we're gonna start off. How's it affecting us as a whole? Like, do y'all know where I'm coming from when I say that?
What, like as a country or as a campus?
As on campus, how do you think it's affecting the student body? This separation.
I mean, on campus, it's obvious that there's a divide.
Yeah.
Although it's unspoken most times,
Now I feel like we talk about it a lot.
we talk about it, but the
The minorities talk about
minorities
it a lot.
talk about it, but
The majority can't
the
hear us.
majority don't care,
Exactly.
and that's what it comes down to. But honestly,
Last year, I feel like they heard us because I ain't never seen so many black people at this school.
though,
They accepted so many more black people.
it's obvious on campus that there is a little divide, like at Bowman's, when all the black people at Bowman's,
Yeah.
they don't want to be there. It's ratchet. It's loud, right?
They as in the
As in the majority. They don't
Yeah.
want to be around all that, and they leave.
Yeah. I see that.
I feel like it's metaphorically building a wall, is what it's doing.
That's also not just skin color. It's also like how we all act different. I don't know how to explain it without sounding like biased or rude or anything. But like obviously black people when we're in Bowman's, sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes we do get loud, you know? And that might just be they might not want to be there because we not respecting their space. You know, we all have to coexist in this space. And if we
That
at
is
this
true.
table yelling and they at this table studying, because, you know, we do go in there and do our homework.
I have busted out a couple papers in there.
We're over here yelling, getting crunk to whoever. That's like disrespectful to them. And that might be where some of those ratchet tweets come from, you know? And we just over here saying, oh, y'all racist. But
True.
maybe what if they're not really racist? What if
Yeah,
they're just saying
I said
something?
that-
like, I
said the
my
same
friend,
thing.
she got up and left. She's black. She was like, it's ratchet.
I would have got up and left too.
I wasn't there at the
I
time,
don't like
so
when the majority uses the word ratchet. I don't like
I
when they
really
use-
do. I really hate that.
I
I'm
hate
like,
that.
bruh.
I feel like that is pointed
No, but
toward
I don't
black
like-
people. You're saying
And
it
it-
because we are black. You
But it's
wouldn't
crazy
say-
because it's a double
You wouldn't
standard
call-
because
yeah.
I can say it.
Exactly. That's like
Yeah.
the N-word, though. I can say the
Yeah.
N-word. You cannot say the N-word.
I can say ratchet, but when they say it,
It's a
they're
mixed
saying
process.
it just the way I'm saying it.
yeah, it
Sometimes.
is the way they
Other
say it the
times, I
same
do
way.
think they know that black people. I think they know that we don't.
No,
Take it
I don't
to
have
the
a
way,
I don't have a
but-
problem with ratchet because if something's ratchet, then white, black, you know what
You know,
ratchet
I don't like
is.
anybody saying ratchet to me.
Like,
Though.
yeah, because then you feel disrespected.
Yeah.
What I don't like is
I don't
when,
care if they say it to me about someone else. I just
I don't
really
like
wanna
is
hear that.
when people describe things that we do as ghetto.
Yeah.
That
I
pisses
don't-
me the hell off.
Ghetto and ratchet
Ghetto.
though, it'd be
No,
They
no.
use both for me. They use both.
Ghetto
words. I'm
is
like,
the one that
that
gets
might
me
be
because
normal.
Ghetto.
They'd
what
oh my
I'll be
gosh,
like
my
I think they
describe
look at it
ghetto.
as the same.
I'd be like, describe it, please describe it, cause I'm about to get ghetto when you keep on calling something ghetto that's not. You know, I'm like why? That one really pissed me off. That one right there.
Describing stuff we do.
Yeah, as ghetto. Like Nick. Woo. Hey, I might have had to use the bleep button.
I just think the whole thing is like them taking black people's like words and then using them wrong. Like people call their hair nappy. Have you heard that before?
Yeah. Curly hair now.
Hold on,
They're
wait,
like, oh,
white
my
people
hair
do-
is so nappy.
Yeah.
Have you never heard that before?
But
White people say
Yes.
that.
Yeah.
Hold on,
Okay.
wait,
They said it
what?
to me before.
Like-
Like people have been like, oh, my hair's
I've
so
heard that,
nappy
yeah.
today. I was like,
okay, yeah. Then
it'll just be
again though,
curly.
but then again,
Their hair gets tangled.
yeah,
Exactly.
they do get
Tangled.
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 But
There's a difference.
do we own
But maybe
the word
that's the
nappy?
word they use.
Do we own the word nappy?
okay,
It was only used for us
listen.
at one point.
But do we own it?
Do we own the N word?
Exactly, it's
Do
the
we
same
own
type
that?
of thing.
No, but we say it.
Like I don't care if you use the word lit, slay, whatever, but like I don't like the derogatory terms like nappy,
Yeah.
like
I see
you
what you're
ratchet,
But
you
they ain't call your
ghetto.
hair nappy. They called their own hair nappy. So why you got a problem with that? If they're using the correct connotation.
Your hair's not nappy.
Yeah. It might be tangled.
Sorry.
Well, for her hair to be nappy, it has to have sorry, devil's advocate here. But if your hair is nappy, it
Yes,
has to
have
have
curl.
naps
That-
in
yeah.
it. No, it doesn't mean
Naps.
it has curl. It just means it's tangled in a spot, in multiple spots. It has a few little naps in it.
So tangled, nappy,
So-
like.
Well, actually, you know what? Let me not defend that. Let me Google it.
Google it then.
feel
This is
like-
interesting because I ain't never heard no white girl say nappy. And if a white girl did call my hair nappy, we have a problem. No, speaking of hair, you know what I hate when white people. Well, I'm sorry
The
if I can say
majority.
the majority,
majority.
when they try to touch my hair. I don't like that.
I
That
hate-
pissed me off too.
I hate the
Is
question.
nappy
is your
offensive?
hair
Is
real?
nappy a racist term? I'm
This
pissed
is
that that just
all
came up.
from ignorance. This
I
all
don't
boils
like
down
when
to
people
not
ask
knowing.
if my hair is real or not.
But you
It's
know
my
what though?
hair. I bought it. It's my hair.
Same.
What if they
Okay.
just curious? What if they're just
But
curious?
you know what I do though? But you know what? When they try to touch my hair,
If they ask me, I'll be like,
I
nah, it ain't mine.
look,
Mm.
I try and use it
bought
as an
it.
education moment. I try to bridge the gap. I don't be like, get the freak back.
I'm
I'll be like, you know what? You can't touch it because of this. And
can't.
if you were to touch it, then
You
you,
know
would have
what?
to go this way. Don't go back. You're going to mess up my wave pattern.
Exactly
and
right.
then
Go
we really
forward.
going to have to fight.
Y'all, guess
That's-
where the
you know,
origins
I
of the
try and
word
teach 'em.
nappy?
Yeah, I see.
Nappy was
Where?
originally a derogatory term used to describe black hair.
Exactly.
So if they calling
And
their
so-
hair nappy,
It's wrong.
Derogatory.
Oh no! You were
so
right.
you was right.
Oh.
So I-
derogatory.
well, they shouldn't be using it. But sometimes my hair be nappy, so I
I
gotta
just be
use
thinking
it.
nappy is like a few
So-
little kinks in your hair.
all the non-black people out there using the word nappy It is
How
derogatory.
about
But-
the non
wait.
the
With
non nap
minority.
having?
Okay.
Or the
Because-
non-nap.
Sorry, non-nap
But I
having.
say
Not
we're not the
having.
only ones.
Nappy
But
You
go
right,
ahead.
because you so right.
Chill.
Yeah,
So right.
some people so be having some nappy hair.
Even some white people got
Yeah.
it. I've met a few. I'm like, what? How?
You got some
mixed down the
menu,
line.
yeah, down the
You
line, and it
mixed.
came out now.
nappy. Look, I think nappy can be a universal N word at times because sometimes folks really do be having some nappy hair. You be like, you just need a comb or something. You got to do something about that.
Okay, so bottom line, it depends on how you're using it.
Yep, like it's situational.
But N-word is no.
But okay, we can't say.
You know what?
We
You know
can't
how I
say
feel
no,
about
though,
that?
because we
If
say
I
it.
use it around you, you have every freaking right to use it around
Because
me.
we can't.
And I hate that
Yeah.
because it'll slip out of my mouth
I don't
around
use
you, and
it
I'm
at
like,
all.
crap.
Yeah,
I
like
sh-
we can't tell nobody not to say it unless we
we're
stop saying it.
yeah.
Because if
Yeah.
we saying it around a group, like if I'm in a group of white dudes and I'm saying that word, then they're gonna be like, oh, or like
Cool.
you know,
he gave
you know,
us permission.
yeah, like yeah, that's really how it
Cool.
feels. Like
It can be
oh,
said
he called
with
me
us.
he called me his
His-
nigga. Like
Yeah.
you ever seen that? It's like it's on Twitter, Yvonne or something. When it was a black dude and a white dude in the
Yeah.
truck, and he was like, "You're my bud," and then the black dude was like, "Oh, well, that's how it is with white people. If you say you my nigga." And then
Yeah.
they be
Oh,
like-
because he felt it.
Yeah,
He's
you'd
like,
be like, "Oh, bro, for real," and then they think they can say it. So I feel like that's we.
like, yeah.
we
It's like
play
you
the
call
great-
me that. I want to be able to return the favor.
Yeah.
What's up, sis? Hey,
'Cause
sis.
it's
Like,
Yeah.
what's
But
up,
if
my
it's a-
N word? Hey, buddy. Like,
I feel like, okay, but how about all
Hey.
the non-black people using it in their friend group where they don't have any black
Which is
friends,
all-
but it's
well, that's
all
just them
a
getting
different-
away with it. We can't do
So
nothing.
Yeah, we
it's
about
can't
it.
if we ain't there. What?
Well, I mean, if
I'm
you're
just saying,
You know,
it's
their
not
philosophy about it is
okay.
my philosophy about it. I
Yeah.
didn't see it. It didn't happen.
Yeah.
Mine is
But I
don't
know
say
y'all
it.
saying it. Mine is don't,
Don't
say
say
it.
it.
Oh, yeah, I'm definitely not giving
Now,
it.
if I don't know
around
you
me,
and you
not.
come up at me talking crazy, then we gonna have to address that. Like, wait, excuse me. I understand. I see where the people that say it, because they like
Yes,
have
so
black
many
friends
people
that
say it
call
around-
them that or say it
Yeah.
around them. I understand that.
You're
But
gonna
if
have
you
to
just
understand you can't
if
say that around
if you
every
if you
person.
just a random person and you just be spewing off at the mouth like that, somebody got to check you. Real talk.
We'll fight you.
I've been called, like just here on campus, I was at Taco Bell, and I was called okay, let's censor this out. Okay, I was called a N-word, B-word,
What's up, Nick?
Bye.
Like Divine?
by a older white person.
And what
Yes.
happened?
I was just like, it was actually, he was driving in a pickup truck,
Oh,
course.
and he kind of just yelled it, and I was just like,
maybe he's from he's originated.
I was like,
from Kentucky.
right, probably, you know, the Confederate flags
Confederate
flying. You've
flag
seen those
hanging on the-
before.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, that's,
Oh,
That's
so
nice.
it was
I
like-
went through
so
a
he
rock
just
at
came
the
out of
window.
nowhere with you
Just
like
driving.
that.
yeah, I was like,
I went
okay.
through a rock at the window. Oh, I got you.
At the window, yes.
But the
for
cars
sure.
are a thing now because you heard about how
The Confederate flag waving on the back of the car.
No, like
No,
I'm
the
yelling out
water.
of
The water.
Oh,
black
somebody.
girl.
Oh, you did say that.
Yeah.
yes. So
They do that.
apparently,
They do that because they ain't brave enough to do shit.
Well, you
Yeah,
know, somebody
exactly.
called Kaylin the
Yeah.
N word. Somebody called Kaylin the N word, and they thought the car in front of them was about to pull off, but they stopped. And it was a red light. Kaylin walked up to their window.
And it was like.
She was like, "Huh?
What?
What? Roll your window down." They
Say it
said
to
she
my
said the girl
face.
just sat in the car, just looking forward, like she just wasn't there. She's like, the girl and her boyfriend was.
Yeah. See, they do that in
They got
the
scared.
car. They do it in the car because they think, oh, I can get away with it.
I'm
'cause
They
invincible.
know
I'm in
they're
the
in
car.
the safety of
I'm
their
gonna get
own
away.
car.
Like, no, it don't fly. It don't fly. What I'm gonna do if somebody did it to me, I'm gonna take a picture of the tag number and remember it. Next
Find
time
it.
I see
be
that
smart
car,
out there.
I'm not gonna do anything crazy.
I'll revoke your scholarship.
Well, I might, you know what? I'm
Oh,
not-
that's the ultimate hurt right there.
Honestly,
I might
No,
do
you can
something
still be
petty,
a
though.
student. You
I
just
might
ain't
I might
gonna-
find a car in the garage and just like low key just put a little
Go
put a little
Kayla.
nail under the tire. Just
huh?
place it there.
It slipped.
It's
Oops.
yeah.
Ooh, just dropped this nail.
I
My
just
bad.
accidentally forced this nail through your tire.
Do something petty.
Dang.
Do something petty.
Oh, I'd be getting out of my final that day too, just because emotional distress.
Oh yeah, best believe I'm reporting it now.
I'm
reporting
like,
it.
I just need
Exactly.
counseling. I got 6 midterms this week. I can't do it. It just, I'm fainting. Just I would milk it. No, I'm just playing. I wouldn't milk it.
Sue, get a stipend, all that. Shoot, they gonna pay me.
So okay, back to what we were originally talking about.
Yeah,
really
we got all off topic.
We done went
all off topic.
everywhere else. What were we talking about? Oh yeah, the separation. How does it affect us as a whole? How does it affect you guys individually, or a person individually? Do you think this separation?
I don't like it.
Hannah's just like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I never thought about it.
I've thought about it a lot. I feel like since I've come to UK, well, first I have to go back to middle school, yo. I went to a predominantly white middle school. I was one of 11 black kids on my team, like in 6th grade. Then I moved, switched teams, 7th grade. There's a little bit more of us. 8th grade, it's literally half and half. Then I go to a predominantly black high school. So in my graduating class, the whole graduating class was 11 white people. The rest was Hispanic, African, Cambodian, like stuff like that. So when I got to college, I was excited to be around white people again. Yeah, I know they racist, whatever. I had a lot of white friends from middle school and people that went to like Manual and stuff back in Louisville. But when I got here, the separation was so obvious. It's like maybe I shouldn't talk to them. So many of my friends was being called the N-word. Like even on move-in day, it was going to black and white UK events. Obviously, it's a huge difference. White people like look at you all crazy. I think I've only maybe been to one white UK event, maybe. Can't really remember what it was, but I'm just say one because if you can't think of anything, you can say one, you know, because it might have been one. So I just feel like it's making me more closed into myself. Yeah, I still talk to white people. I love white people. Like I have white friends, right?
My roommate white.
I about to say yeah. One of my roommates are white. We got really diverse. I don't know how this happened. We got one white, one African, one black, and one Asian.
That's great.
That literally happened. I was like,
that's culture.
I loved it when I was like, this is lit. Yo, oh my God.
For the culture.
But I just feel like it's making me more cautious of white people. Like at times I'm a little nervous of what they'll do, and I'm more mentally preparing myself to what my retaliation will be if they ever come to me. Because, you know, I haven't really ever gotten any racism, like knowingly accepted any racism, you know. Maybe it's happened. Maybe I just breezed past it because I was too busy at the time, you know. But it's like now it's like a conscious, oh, is it going to happen today type of thing. Even with actually I have, because with the guys standing outside Bowman's Den right now saying that it's abomination to be black.
That man is coming after
and
every
it's
race,
wrong to be a woman. I'm like,
He
dang,
been coming after
God really got it
everybody.
wrong with me, you know?
Like if you're not a white male Christian in his book, you are the devil's spawn.
Yep.
That man is on some, I don't know what he on. But I know I was pissed off because I was trying to get to class, about to be late, and that damn rally was in the way, and I'm trying to get to class. And if I was late, then I would come back and stomp the hell out of his megaphone. I tell you that. I was this
You know,
close to
there's
being
a
late.
church from Lexington there apologizing for how he's acting. They brought cookies for all the students and everything.
Well, they ain't
And
give me
I'm
my
just saying,
cookie
You
for being late to
obviously
class.
were there wrong. You were there at the right time. But what was I saying? Oh, I forgot now. But yeah.
But yeah,
It's desensitizing us.
Yeah,
also.
yeah.
Yeah, I hate how it's desensitizing us.
I do feel
And I don't
that.
want to still have this mindset when I graduate. Because honestly, white people are cool.
Not all of them.
Some of them are. But
Not
I
all.
don't want to have. But it sucks to think that I have to monitor myself around them.
That,
Or how I don't
Yeah.
want to be the token
Exactly.
black friend. You know? And it's like,
I feel you because in high school, I had a lot of white friends, okay? But when I got here, it was completely different. I was just waiting. For something bad to happen. I'm not even like playing.
Yeah.
Like you just wait for it to happen. Like, okay, this man's walking toward me. What's he about to do?
Yeah, I feel that. But
Yeah.
and now I did just say like not all white people, but not all everybody is not all everybody is cool. Not all.
That's
black
what I
people
say.
cool.
There's always
Not
there's
all white, not
black
all-
people that hate
yeah,
white people.
Not all. Yeah, it's.
And because of them, maybe a white person scared to approach
I feel
me.
like no matter the race, open-minded people are cool. That's just how it is. But yeah, I feel you too, cause like I went to elementary, middle, high. There was white people everywhere. Like I was.
It was a
Now,
holiday.
it was
When
a-
I seen white people in high school, I was so excited to go.
Yeah.
My friends went to the white school.
Like, it was
when
a
I went to
good
the
mix.
football games, I was like, guys, they was like, come here.
It was a good mix. Like I
went
was
crazy.
I was shown Like, you know, I had white friends, I had black friends, I had Hispanic, I was diverse in high school and all that. So, like, coming here, I even had my roommate's white, and we don't have any problems. So, like, I feel like last year, I really didn't I took note of it. Like, it's an obvious divide. But it didn't affect me as much as now with how Donald Trump got people acting crazy.
That's why, and it
And
all
that's-
got worse when Trump started
Donald
running.
Trump got people acting crazy. And
I
now,
wish he knew how he was really messing up our lives. It's like everybody who silently hated us are getting a little bit louder.
So
They're
now-
like, yeah,
They're getting
F 'em.
yeah, so now a lot of people that I'm seeing that I was seeing last year and just not paying attention to, I got my head on the swivel because the police killing us. They people out here acting crazy. The KKK is and all like everybody is out here
resurfaced.
Yes, a black male is like number one on everybody's hunting list right now, and I just happen to be one of them. So I'm always looking like like at night. I'm scared. I don't know if a clown gonna get me, the KKK gonna get me, Donald Trump himself gonna come and shoot my ass. I don't know what's going on, but I'm telling you, like, it's really scary, and I don't know what.
How does it feel to be a black man? I've never really sat back and thought about it.
It is stressful.
I'm gonna ask that for the understanding man question.
I mean, I love it. I love who I am. I love what God has blessed me to be. But at the same time, I know that everybody ain't here for me. Like, I walk around and I know, like, you know how when people are looking at you, like, they don't want you to succeed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you know how you can feel people, like, that don't want you to do good? And I know it's a lot of people out here on this campus. Because you ever walked around campus and you smile at somebody and they just look at you?
Yeah, I think those might be little microaggressions.
Yeah.
I
I'm a friendly person. I walk around campus and I'm here. I know why I'm here. I'm going to class. And I have my music in. If I see somebody, I look at them, I smile. And it's a lot of times I'll smile at a male of another race and they won't even acknowledge it. Women too. Like they're scared of me or something. It's like I don't belong, but I know I do.
You know, lately I've been thinking how people look at our skin tone and find us intimidating. And I think about it from first of all, a brown-skinned girl's standpoint all the way to a dark-skinned girl's standpoint. Then I look at it as a light-skinned male all the way to a dark-skinned male standpoint. And it's crazy when I think about this. I think of the darker it gets, the worse it gets.
Yeah, like honestly, I'm not that dark. I'm like right in between. I'm brown.
Okay,
But
you're darker than me.
I've actually
I'm
legit
lighter than I thought it was.
been called dark. Like somebody actually thought I was dark. I was like,
yeah. Some white people, you're pretty for a dark skinned
like
girl.
I'm not even that dark.
First of all, why am I
I'm
pretty
brown.
for anything? You know, but
Like some people, we were actually talking one time. I don't know where I was, but it was me and like Dre and a couple other, and like, you know, he's lighter, those lighter people, and like they were talking. We were talking. I think it was white girls talking about how they wanted to be tan or something, and they were like
that's a whole other podcast.
Dre's dark. Dre's not dark, but you're darker. Like you're dark. I'm like, I'm not. No, I'm not dark.
Me and Dre are the same color. You're a shade darker than me.
I'm a shade darker. Like I'm not. I'm brown skin.
Yeah.
But in the eyes of them, I'm
the eyes of the
I'm
beholder.
the color of my jeans right now.
You charcoal.
I'm charcoal. But it's like
You went from brown sugar to charcoal real quick.
real quick.
I don't know, man. Okay, so wow, we really do keep getting way off topic.
We did get way off topic. We over here
When
talking
I
about
go
skin
back to look
tones
at the
and stuff.
questions, I'm like, well, what is this? This is not what we talking about.
But it all falls under.
It's gonna
it
fall
all falls
under,
under the
it's gonna
same
fall
thing,
under the
though,
same
right?
umbrella because the next question is, should we as minorities reach out to white UK?
Yes. If you see that there's a problem,
But not address it.
yeah, address it. You can't be mad at a problem of not being included if you don't make the steps to be included.
Or to include.
Or to
because we
include.
have our own things.
We have our own things, exactly. Like we had what were we talking about? The Understanding Men. You weren't talking about this, but we were talking about this in the hall. The Understanding Men panel. We didn't reach out to any of the white sororities or fraternities for any of the white males to join the panel.
Mm-hmm. Gotta understand them too.
Yeah, you gotta understand them too. We didn't reach out to the Indian Union, see if any of them would, like, they're all men.
And the thing is, when we reach out to stuff, we only reach out to people within our social groups.
Yeah, we only reach out to us.
But
like,
our social group is within this divide.
Yeah. So, like, if you want to be diverse, then be diverse. Go out,
And those,
reach out to everybody.
it's crazy because we do have white people who show up to UGP meetings.
And we do have,
but they're doing things to branch out. But
Yeah.
what else are we doing?
like, I'm sure when we do have the Understanding Men panel, the campus outreach people will be there, but they won't be represented on the panel at all.
Yeah.
Like, because we didn't reach out. Like, we didn't say, yo, Brad, yo.
You know,
wanna be on this
earlier,
panel?
when you were saying, I know you were gonna come to this because I was gonna say something about how orgs on campus aren't diverse
Oh,
and how we say we want to be diverse, but we're really not. Thought about this. I know how you disagree with our org, with like UGP. Like we say we're diverse, but like who's really representing our meetings, and that we don't really branch out to other orgs. Just thought about this. We do. We go to campus outreach, predominantly white. We invite them to all of our stuff. We participate in all of their stuff.
we do.
Purely out of support.
That is true.
Oh, we diverse.
But it can always be broadened.
We can always do more, but it's great to think that we took that first step
Yeah, that is
versus
true.
every other diversity, specifically people who say they're diverse or that they don't really ever take a first step.
That is true. And I didn't say technically, I didn't say I disagree. I just said that I feel like we should do more too.
Yeah. In which I think
Like in
everyone can think
meetings.
that, yeah.
Like in meetings, we don't
Sitting back,
we don't
thinking
respect-
about
we don't
meetings.
respect the opinions of others just as much as they
Yeah,
don't respect our
thinking,
opinions.
sitting back in meetings, how many times we say the N word and this and that. I'm
Yeah.
thinking, wow, other people feel really uncomfortable in here.
Yeah, we don't respect them like they don't. We just as bad.
But you should always come to a meeting.
We just as bad sometimes. We just as bad. But then again,
And
they
that's
don't
something we
extend
don't
the
notice.
invitation either.
It's like, yeah, they don't extend invitations to us.
Yeah.
And
they
it's
don't either.
like, I think we're getting to a point. You know what? The elite list is popping. Whatever. But I had a point that I was going to say. Oh, yeah. But I think all of that, like, we just don't think about it.
We don't.
That would go outside of the norm of our everyday lives to
You
think
know why
about
we don't
that.
think about it? Because in that situation, we're the majority.
True.
But also, like you guys being the majority at those meetings doesn't make you feel like better than, because like throughout
No.
UK on campus you're the minority the whole time. So
It doesn't make me feel better. It makes me feel just as bad as other people. I think about this when I'm in there. Like, we sit around not thinking about other people, just saying our own opinions. That's what they do on a daily basis, even in front of us. I don't want to be like them. I want to be better. I want to include. I want to branch out. I want to be the change I actually want to see, which is the point of our org, which is what we're doing with both orgs, Elite List and the other one.
I understand that. Okay, so I'm a part of Elite List, obviously, and I'm part of SAB also. And that was kind of my branching out.
Yeah.
Because they do a lot of things on campus here. But I feel like sometimes you just need to have a safe space because it's not always comfortable doing, like, I don't always feel comfortable doing things outside.
Of your comfort zone.
Yes,
But that's
exactly.
the reason it's a comfort zone.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, sometimes you just need a comfort zone to come back
She said the
to.
definition.
Right, sorry guys. Anyways, but you need a safe space sometimes. Just talk like how we are. Like, we feel cool right now. Like, we're good.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, I mean, you guys
can.
right, we're really good.
Really, literally
Comfy.
cool.
But yeah, so I mean, I just don't feel like we should eliminate the safe spaces we have right now until there's some sort of, like, someone just shows some sort of effort.
Well, there's a difference between a safe space and still respecting other people.
If you guys show up, I mean, I'm like not like, oh, you can't be in here.
Yeah.
Like, it's like you can come, yeah, but nobody's coming because nobody wants to
Yeah,
hang
see,
out
Like
with
with
us.
it's like every org, but it's like every org that's someone's safe space. I mean, I get what you're talking
But
about.
I do.
But no
yeah.
other, like, a lot of orgs do not branch out, like, period.
I
Well,
do like
branch
what
out
you touched
orgs.
down on. You touched on when you said it's not branching out, is what you just said something that really stuck out to me. It was respecting. You said something about respecting.
Oh, the safe space, having that safe space. Oh, within having that safe space, you still have to have respect.
Yes, and that is what I was saying. That sometimes
Like, it
is
should
lacking.
just be a value.
Yeah, that's
it's not something you
sometimes
should
lacking.
have to, oh, I got to respect them now. No, you should always.
Yeah, you should always do
have
that. Whether you in that situation or not, respect is, yes, that is good.
Do y'all think predominantly white org? So obviously we've established, us as minority organizations, which we have so many on campus. Every single one of them should branch out. Proud to say UGP does branch out. Hey, so does Leeless. Hey. But do you think the majority should also branch out to us, like reach down to minority organizations so we can feel included? Because obviously we feel excluded for a reason.
Absolutely, they
yeah.
should, but they don't feel that need.
Exactly.
They're not going to feel that need
They're never
because
gonna
they
feel
don't
that
have
need.
the reason to. You
Yeah.
know, there's a quote. It's like, when you've been the majority your whole life, equality feels like oppression.
Yeah, that is a beautiful
That's
quote. I don't know who
exactly
said
what's
that, but that's
happening.
exactly what's happening.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's gonna hurt their way of life to an extent.
Like-
Their whole lives, everywhere they go, is the safe space. You know?
So us knowing that, you guys still feel comfortable trying to branch out, like
Even
You
though
have
they
to be
don't.
the
You
change
have
you want to
to,
see.
yeah.
You
'Cause
think
if
people
you
in the
don't-
civil rights movement, that was them
Yes.
branching out. They didn't feel comfortable, but
If
now
you
we feel
don't
more
do
comfortable
it, then
in more
who's
places
going
because
to?
of that.
If
I
you
want my
don't-
kids and my grandkids to feel comfortable. I want them to be able to go up to Becky and Susie and be like, hey.
well they can. But devil's advocate, me, I'm just saying, like, okay, I don't know, maybe I just haven't had the best experiences. Maybe that's it. Maybe it's just me solely. I'm an African American woman, by the way. And
Obviously.
and I just feel like I've tried to do things and I'm always like looked down upon or treated differently, and I feel like I'm an easy person to get along with and all that, but I'm always treated a way I don't like. So that's why I try to stay in my nice little
And that really
orgs.
leads you, that pushes
See,
you to
that's-
stay in your comfort
yeah.
zone. So basically, if you don't feel like going, what was I gonna say?
Lord Jesus.
you don't feel welcome.
You don't feel welcomed in a space. You really should not go back to that space. It keeps you from wanting to go back to that space. Because who wants to go somewhere and be disrespected?
Exactly.
But I mean, at the
But
same
didn't you just
time,
say we
if you
should branch
really,
out?
if you really want to branch out and see
Yeah.
change, you can't take no for an answer. How you think?
I mean,
we
that's
here?
true.
Yeah.
I was just saying, like, that constant rejection leads to that mindset. Sometimes for the weak-minded, sometimes,
Gotta be resilient.
yeah.
Just look.
Some
Maybe
people
one
throw in
word
the
can-
towel.
Oh, what you said? Oh, you the devil's advocate. Okay. I feel you. Well, to the devil's advocates out there.
All right. So basically what you're saying is we should follow footsteps of civil rights leaders, the Black Panthers that came before us.
What?
I'm so
Basically,
lost, I'm so
we're
lost
trying
right now.
You done lost me too.
Oh, I thought we were trying to, like, make things better for us as
We're
Black
trying to
people in
branch
general.
out.
Like,
Man, we just talking.
okay, I'm
Hold on,
sorry.
we-
Here I
We
am
four
being an
college
activist.
kids in a room.
You know, we're college kids. We're activists. That's a stereotype.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like we all protest and
You
stuff.
know, that is true. There's been
It's
a time in our
literally
lives
true.
where we just have to get involved in the world. Yeah, they just gotta have an opinion. God.
Exactly. Here we
Yeah.
are.
It's not my fault. I discovered I had a mouth that I could use. Anyway, oh, that sounds sexual. Anyway.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Alrighty.
whatever. Do y'all feel like that was nasty?
Basically,
Oh my
our
God.
parents aren't here to tell us what to do. That's what she means. We can talk
Anyways,
freely.
of all the things we talk about, do y'all feel like, obviously, my last question is irrelevant because obviously we haven't done enough, because I said, or have we done enough by coming to a PWI, branching out wise? No, because no matter where we go, we're in the PW world, PWW, here in America. Some places, not all places, but yeah,
All places, don't all places.
Well, where Taylor is right now, he's the only black amongst all Mexicans.
Where is he?
Texas.
Well, that
that
was their land first. So there's that.
It really was. But yeah, I'm just saying. So obviously there's some work to do on our part and there's some work to do on their part.
everybody just gotta work on themselves. Work from within. Then you can be the change in the world.
Be the change you want to see. Dang it. Again, guys, this has been a great podcast. I so enjoy talking with these people. I'm your girl, Kamaria Simone. That's on Instagram, if you didn't know.
It's fawning over me. Follow me on Instagram
What?
too. Had to get that plug in right there.
So this is what we doing
Yeah.
now? This is okay.
Yes.
I'm Ivan. This is my first one. I enjoyed it. This is good. This is good.
It was
Yeah.
good.
It's
And
rocky.
I'm Anna. I'm Anna. I'm on Instagram, Kiriana, Kireeana. Thank you.
So
I
everybody
that.
doing social media.
I ain't gonna-
Okay, bet. Everybody doing social media. I don't even know my Instagram. Look,
Ah.
follow me on Twitter then at Ivan Thinking About You. It's Ivy at IvanThinkNBout. Just look up Ivan Rome. God dang it.